I couldn't figure out why I couldn't see my picture because I didn't turn it on. Duh. Hi, everybody. How are you today? But it's okay. It's still 2 minutes until 10 o'clock. And of course, we advertised that we start at 10. So I'll just babble until then. What do you think of that? I will just pretend everyone's here. And I don't think anybody comes early. Maybe. But I'm like, I'll just keep fixing things. I thought it was already like 10 o'clock, but it's not. Okay, so this weird. There we go. I want to hide my reflection to see my backside. It was weird. So how's everybody doing today? Thanks for spread the smiles across the miles. Yes. Spread the smiles across the miles. I always feel like I'm saying the same word when I say smiles and miles. I feel like I'm repeating the same word. But I look at it in writing and it's okay. So it's 10 o'clock. So it's time to say good morning, my fellow sunshiners. So we're here to spread the smiles across the miles. You know, I thought the pandemic was over, and what am I going to do next? Well, I guess it's not over. And besides, every day is a day when we can take smiles across the miles. That's my passion. My passion is to bring joy across everyone's path. Joy, 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 joy. Don't tell me, people say, you don't understand, Carol. I have this, I have that. Guess what? I do understand. No matter what. So here's the big thing about choice. Here's what I'm going to read, actually, Hope for the Flowers, one of my most favorite books. So we'll start reading that. But I want to share that. I just forgot. Oh, choice. Choice. Remember this. The most important thing I ever say is choice is the one thing you always are in charge of. Your choices. Yeah. You say, no, I didn't have a choice. I had to. Yeah, you did. I had to sign up or they were going to take my firstborn child. Well, it's a stupid example, but it's still choice. You could choose to let them take your firstborn child. Now, I know, don't send me emails about that example, but the point is we always have choice. Not always pleasant choices, not always the choices we were taught to make, but we always have choice. So that actually helps me. When I feel I'm being led by the nose around by I do that all the time. My whole life. People putting a ring in my nose and leading me around, and I don't even notice that I have just been doing that and not making choices for myself. How many times have you done that? I know you all have because I have repeatedly done it, and I pretty much have found out that every time what I do, everybody does. Yeah. So that's the deal. You always are in charge of choice. So, anyways, that gets back to happy or sad or glad or mad. Happy, sad, glad, or mad. No matter if the sun's shining or not, no matter who's fighting, no matter who's at war, no matter who's killing who, no matter hurricanes, disasters, how I respond to anything is up to me. Up to me. So I should put this in my book. I have a story about that. Here's the name of my book. Okay, so Changeless Change. It's on Amazon. And I have stories in there about, that's what I said. About how 10 people can be in a room and somebody throws a brick through the window and everyone has a different reaction, the same stimuli, but all those different reactions. So choice, simple. Oh, enough of that. Choice, you got it. Okay. Changeless Change on Amazon. So people love my book. Why haven't you got it? Are you even looking? So here we go. Here what I'm going to read today. Hope for the Flowers. I think this will take all week. I love this. One of my most favorite books about these caterpillars We've all been there. We've been the caterpillar, and then before we turned into the butterfly. I'm a butterfly now, but I spent most of my life as a caterpillar. So, once upon a time, a tiny striped caterpillar burst from the egg, which had been home for so long. "Hello, world," he said. "It sure is bright out here in the sun. I'm hungry," he thought, and straightway began to eat the leaf he was born on. He was eating the leaf he was born on. Now think about that. And he ate another leaf and another and another. He got bigger and bigger and bigger. And one day he stopped eating and thought, there must be more to life than just eating and getting bigger. It's getting dull. Well, I don't know anybody who ever thought eating was dull. But anyway, moving on. So Stripe crawled down from the friendly tree which had shaded and fed him. He was seeking more. You identify with this? No matter how good it gets, we want more. Saying there were all sorts of new things to find: grass and dirt and holes and tiny bugs. Each fascinated him, but none satisfied him. Oh dear. When he came across some other crawlers like himself, he was especially excited. But they were so busy eating they had no time to talk, just as Stripe had been. They don't know any more about life than I do, he sighed. Then one day, Stripe saw some crawlers really crawling. He looked around for their goal and saw a great column rising high into the air. And when he joined them, he discovered the column was a pile of squirming, pushing caterpillars. A caterpillar pillar. Pretty funny. Caterpillar pillar. It appeared that the caterpillars were trying to reach the top. But the top was so lost in the clouds that Stripe had no idea what was there. He felt new excitement, like sap rising in the spring. Maybe I'll find what I'm looking for. Full of agitation, Stripe asked a fellow crawler, "Do you know what's happening?" "I just arrived myself," said the other. "Nobody has time to explain. They're so busy trying to get wherever they're going up there." "What's at the top?" continued Stripe. "No one knows that either, but it must be awfully good because everybody's rushing there. Goodbye, I have no more time." He plunged into the pile. Now, isn't that like the corporate world? Or a lot of places where we're trying to, I think I'm going after that job because everybody is standing in line for that job. It must be good. How many have been there in that corporate pile? Trying to get to the top, clawing your way up the ladder. The corporate ladder, they don't call it the corporate ladder for nothing. That's this pillar, the caterpillar pillar. We're climbing. What's at the top? I don't know, but it must be good because people are killing each other to get there. So Stripe's head was bursting with the new drive. He couldn't get his thoughts together. Every second, another crawler passed him and disappeared into the pillar. There's only one thing to do. He pushed himself in, and and started climbing. So I'm going to end there for today. Tomorrow we'll pick up on chapter 2. That's where we'll start. It's good, but the ending's the best. So you gotta stay tuned. Stay tuned. Hey, you guys have a sunshine day, and remember, spread the smiles across the miles. Yay! Spread